Hello, my name is Kyle Sundgren. I am a straight ally for the gay community. And I know what you're saying to yourself. No, you're not with that shirt. Why can't a straight guy like Lady Gaga? She's fucking awesome. Anyway, that's not the point of this video. I am in the midst of making and editing a documentary, kind of a dream project of mine. I go around, interview people from the gay community, let them tell their tale, and in the process educate people that may not understand or necessarily accept the gay community. Because my theory is, if you just got to know a gay person, you'd realize there's nothing to be afraid of. So what I've done so far is with a friend of mine, Bernardo Pantoja, we spent about a week and a half recently in Los Angeles, and we interviewed 10, 12 people from the gay community, all aspects, and we let them tell their tale. And the goal is give people a taste, see what we're trying to do, and hopefully raise more money donation-wise to do this documentary across all of America, not just Los Angeles. As accepting as California is, there's a little bit of struggle, certainly, with the gay community, but it's got to be 10 times worse in a place like Alabama or anywhere in the South. So I'd love to get those tales out on this documentary, make it feature length. There will be a link somewhere in the frame, I don't know where, so I'll just point everywhere, and it'll just, if you like what you see, if you'd like to see it expanded out, donate what you can. Anything would help. I promise you it'll help. Take a peek at what we did. This is an interview I did with Tom Adler, who is the owner of the Essential Gay and Lesbian Directory. It's got Yellow Pages, and he'll tell you all about it, and hope you like what you see. Thank you for watching.
I'm the owner of the Essential Gay and Lesbian Directory. We also are online at gayandlesbianpages.com, and also we are a mobile application, which is doing very, very well, which is Essential Gay Directory. It's actually a directory for gays and lesbians, but it's also a directory for straight people. You know, we have a lot of things besides just gay-oriented things, but we have dog parks, we have vegan recipes, we have drink recipes. We have a lot of things that can appeal to both communities, but we are a gay directory. And I would say also, because our community is so strong in terms of word of mouth and referral business, that's a perfect directory to be in, because of the fact that a lot of people in our community have the directory. You know, they know the name of a business, but they don't know their phone number. So, you know, it's something where they can either look it up, or they can go on our online or our mobile, you know, and find out who it is that's gay owned or gay friendly. Example would be, you know, a lot of guys out there that are gay or lesbian, or women that are lesbian, you know, they might have a half-naked calendar of somebody up on their refrigerator, or they may have gay things that are in their home, a picture of them and their partner or their friends or whatever it might be. And when they call a plumber, as an example, they should feel that that plumber is a guest in their home rather than them feeling like they're a guest in their own home.
So do you have a story or experience of you vet a business only to find out, no, they're not getting in?
I've had a situation where somebody was in, and it was a dentist, and, you know, got feedback from one of the end users of the book that the person was the doctor was very sensitive about treating anyone that was HIV positive. Again, not real smart person. So, you know, I said, no, you will never be in this book again. You know, because I investigated. It's not just that quick of a thing. It was, you know, I investigated a little bit more. You know, kept getting the same type of comments coming up, that it was enough for me to say, you're not going to be in the book anymore.
Yeah.
This just isn't a fit.
Is being gay a choice?
No. It is not a choice. It's something that is inborn.
So when did you first realize that you were gay and different from your friends?
I realized I was gay probably as young as like 5. I definitely was more wanted to be closer to men than you know, women.
Who did you first come out to?
was kind of outed actually. So it was a situation where I was working at the health club, Bally's. I used to be a manager at the Bally's Health Club in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And one of the guys there that was visiting from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and we had gotten involved. That was the first person that I'd been with. And he basically then outed me to like other people in the health club and all that kind of stuff. But first person I probably really came out to was my mom. I told her, I said, look, I haven't been as communicative lately with you and stuff like that, which is kind of weird because I'm usually pretty open with them. And they said, your daughter. I said, well, you have two in the family now. And that's kind of how I told her.
What was their reaction?
Her reaction was, she thought that people that were gay or lesbian, and maybe they were back then, were kind of miserable. People didn't really have a strong relationship, didn't have children, and all those things that made up her world. Because she came from a very small town as well in Wisconsin and never really traveled outside of that. My dad didn't tell him at all, and then she told him. And when he called me at the health club I was working, and and I said to him, I said, Dad, I said, I know you know what's going on and stuff like that. I said, do you need to talk about this, or do you need some counseling yourself? Again, not going like, hey, I need counseling, just do you need some counseling? And, he's like, no, he goes, no matter who you are or what you are, I will always love you, and, that was big. That was big to hear, from your dad.
Do you think it took your parents by surprise?
I don't know. Because I was so trying to cover up the fact of being gay by really being into football and really being into sports and really being into working out myself, which, you come out to LA and you find out working out and all that kind of stuff is kind of a gay stereotype in and of itself.
Right. But going back to the dating women, when you were actively doing that, did you ever feel like, if I just met the right woman, maybe I wouldn't have these feelings towards men? Or?
No, not at all. Because, like I said, these feelings, A, went back a long, long time. Mm-hmm. And B, I was just trying to play basically the role. I would hear guys on our football team, talk about how they got laid and, and everything like that. And, oh, boy, it was so great and everything. That I was like, wow, well, maybe it is great. That kind of thing. So that probably went through my head. But, no, there was no... Like I said, I really even sheltered myself off, I would say, from friendships and a lot of things because I didn't want anyone to get too close to me, to be able to see some type of weakness or some type of clue into the fact that I was gay.
So some people think since two men or two women can't make a child of their own, they'll need to continue the gay population, so they need to recruit and turn kids gay.
Right.
For the record, is that on the gay agenda?
There is no gay agenda. Just to put it at rest, everybody out there, there's no gay agenda. We were made by straight people. So the agenda basically is to be able to just be like everybody else and live our lives. Yeah. And not really have to worry about, being reminded of our orientation all the time either. It's kind of ridiculous.
Gay people can get a civil union in most states.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it important to have the same thing straight people have, marriage?
Yeah, I think the main reason is we're all taxpayers in this country. And there's no reason why one group of people should have a right that another group doesn't have. To me, it's about the right, and it's about all of us being equal, especially in the eyes of the law. It's, what people do in terms of their own religious ceremonies and everything like that, that's their business. And if a church wants to, accept someone or doesn't or whatever, that's their own business. But when it comes to the law and being a citizen of the United States, absolutely. There's no reason.
So if you could deliver one message to the, at least currently unaccepting straight community, what would you say?
We have a hell of a lot in common. You know, there's a lot more to a person than their orientation. It's a big part of who we are because of the fact that it's something that can dictate a lot of what it is that we react to things, and how it is, you know, especially when you're living in the closet, can affect you in a very major way. As you get older, you go, you know, it's just a small little part of who I am. It does not require the amount of attention that it probably gets. But at the same time, we have to be vigilant and we have to be watching what's going on politically so our rights are not being swept away.